Okay, hello everyone. Kung natatandaan niyo yung last time or last activity na pinost ko sa inyo during our virtual discussion, this is the example of the warning signs. So most of you are marunong naman na mag-drive. However, we have to consider marunong ba kayong magbasa ng mga signages na nakalagay or yung mga nakikita natin sa kalsada. So these are the examples of the activities that you have to present. Although ito, picture lang to, but may activity with you or the posted activity sa inyo is you have to draw the sign and then you have to discuss what is the meaning of the sign. Ano yung ibig sabihin nung or ano ang nare-represent nung image or symbol na nakikita natin. So these are the best examples of warning signs. So we have the traffic lights, of course. This is composed of 3 colors. Okay, the example of slippery road, roundabout, ibig sabihin yung rotonda, the Y intersection, the two-way traffic. So, minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng confusion or nalilito tayo doon sa two-way or kapag may mga nakikita tayong one-way signages. Left bend, right bend, narrow road, road right, road left, steep descent, steep accent, line merge ahead, soft verge, riverbank, school crossing, falling rock. So, ito yung mga best examples. And also, you have to be particular with the pedestrian lanes or yung ganitong mga signs, yung merong kulay dilaw na may tao. Okay? So, dapat nag-giveaway kapag may mga tatawid. Okay? Also, the continuation, we have the traffic management and accident investigation. So, again, yung subject ninyo sa new curriculum is meron na siyang with driving. But the advantage is, yung mga kaklase ninyo or kayo na marunong na mag-drive, kahit pa paano you have we assume na dapat meron na kayong mga basic knowledge or basic ideas regarding traffic management and accident investigation. So, not necessarily na dapat alam na alam ninyo. However, we encourage you to read some articles, magbasa-basa, mag-browse ng mga related articles regarding traffic management. So, traffic law enforcement is part of enforcement involving the arrest, issuance of temporary operators permit or inspection report summons, or warning of any person who is believed to have violated the law, ordinance, or regulation pertaining to the use of traffic roads. So yung mga minsan yung nagva-viral or nakikita natin sa social media, okay, sila po ay mga pinapatawag o yung tinatawag nating ini-issuehan ng summons para mag-report sa opisina to answer the allegation or the complaints against them. So yung mga, it's either celebrity, yung mga tinatawag nating road rage. Next is 2 major functions of traffic law enforcement. So number 1, police traffic law enforcement. Number 2, court traffic law enforcement. So ano ang difference itong dalawa? Number 1, the PTLE. This function includes the enforcement of traffic laws deterrent to law violations, special assistance to prosecutors and courts, and incidental service to highway users. Usually, these are the responsibilities of traffic enforcers like members of the PNP, TMG, and the LTO law enforcement services. Okay, so yung kung mapapansin niyo, ang PNP is a broad organization. However, the function of the PNP personnel has been divided into different functions and responsibilities. Number 2, core traffic law enforcement. One part of traffic law enforcement is performed by the court through anong ginagawa ng korte in relation to traffic issues or traffic incident, accident. They are the one who prosecutes, adjudicate, and issue penalty or they penalize. 3 important goals of enforcement activities. So ano ba talaga yung goal? Baka naman inisip natin props lang yan sila, nandyan lang yan sila para magpa-heavy ng traffic. So the important goals, number 1, to increase safety level. Enforcement efforts should be directed towards the reduction of accidents and minimizing their effects. Okay? Kung hindi man natin kayang ma-eliminate, at least mabawasan. Kaya nga yung mga signages regarding do not drive while under the influence of liquor, no texting while driving. So yung mga ganon, those are simple efforts and initiative of the government in relation to the minimizing or reducing the incident in relation to traffic. Number 2, to increase traffic efficiency. When traffic violators are reduced, particularly those related to traffic obstruction through an effective enforcement, there will be free flow of traffic. So, yung mga ganito, kadalasan, di ba, yung mga it's either may banggaan, dapat may nag-a-assist agad para matuloy-tuloy yung flow, hindi magsanga-sanga, hindi mag-rumble-rumble. It's either mag-giveaway or yung kalsada kung pwedeng maging one-way or magkaroon ng mga alternative routes para doon sa mga lugar na medyo heavy na ang traffic. Number 3, to ensure harmonious and comfortable environment. When there is an increased safety level and increased traffic efficiency, traveling is more comfortable and luxurious, and it may reduce chaotic situations in the traffic way. Now again, kapag sinabi natin comfortable environment, kapag maganda naman talaga ang flow ng traffic, less stress, walang mainit ang ulo, maganda ang flow, dire-diretso. Pero kapag heavy ang traffic, of course, nandun na yung congested, heavy, maiinit, or mga maiiksi ang pasensya ng mga users ng kalsada. So next is major elements of traffic enforcement system. Number 1, enforcement system. This area consists of legislation, police, and the court. So pag sinabi natin enforcement, malamang nagpapatupad. Legislation defines this, specifies, and correct the incorrect road users' behavior. So dito, pinaparusahan yung mga gumagamit ng kalsada ng hindi pinag-iisipan yung kanilang behavior or di kaya yung mga kaskasero, mga hindi iniisip na priority dapat ang safety ng nakakarami. Police and courts are charged with the responsibility of ensuring that these laws are adhered to. Okay? Number 2, road user system or the traffic way user. This element includes pedestrians, pedal cyclists, drivers, passengers, and others. So, lahat ng mga gumagamit ng ating kalsada, including the pedestrians. So, ngayon, sa kalsada natin, bukod sa mga wheels, meron na ring lane intended para sa mga motor, cycles, and sa mga bicycle lanes. Road system, traffic system, composed of the entire road and vehicle complex as well as traffic rules and regulations. So, ano yung sistema? Ito bang kalsada na to ay one-way o ito ba ay two-way? So, depende kung yung demand, pinag-aaralan yan, yung demand ng users or the number of users ng kalsadang ito, pag sobrang dami, pwede natin siyang gawing one-way or di kaya pwedeng gawing two-way. Depende sa accessibility and kung ano yung lalabas doon sa pag-aaral nila. If these lanes are supposed to be one-way or two-way. So, hindi po siya dinesenyo lang na instant. Okay? Pinag-aaralan po lahat ng flow and alternative routes ng lahat ng gumagamit ng kalsada. 5 essential steps in the enforcement process. We have the detection, of course. A police responsibility that entails looking for defects in the behavior of motorists, pedestrians, vehicle equipment, or roadway condition requires knowledge of law on the part of the police. Apprehension, it is also a police function which involves the actual taking of enforcement action. So number 3, prosecution. This area is handled by the prosecution or parte na po ito sa trabaho ng korte. So detection, it could be any law enforcement agency that is responsible or their priority is in relation to the assistance of traffic. And apprehension, of course, that is one of their duties. It could be with the use of no apprehension contact, yung mga nakikita nating mga signages, or pwede rin naman yung apprehension by the enforcement authority and the presence of the one who is violating the rules and regulation. Adjudication, ito madalas na natin itong narinig itong salitang adjudication. Ito sa court and prosecution function. Okay, trabaho na po ito ng korte, hindi na po ito trabaho ng police. The police also influence on this step by acting as a witness to the prosecution or supplying additional evidence. This step determines the guilt or innocence of the accused. So, ang role ng PNP, of course, to provide sufficient evidences that will give or suffice the allegations against the one who is violating the rules and regulation. Next is the penalization. After due process, the court imposes the penalty upon the accused. Once found guilty, the penalty is greatly influenced by previous records of conviction as provided by the police. Penalty involves either a fine or imprisonment or both. It may also result to the suspension or revocation of the driver's license of the accused. So, worst to worst, revocation of driver's license, bukod sa penalty, bukod sa imprisonment. Okay? So, ito yung nagiging flow. Of course, number 1, nade-detect na meron kang traffic violation. Number 2, apprehension. Number 3 is the penalization or yung tinatawag nating prosecution. Okay? Pinaprosecute ka, tinitingnan if there is sufficient ground or probable cause. Number 4, adjudication. Number 5 is the penalization or the penalty. It could be fine, it could be imprisonment, or it could be revocation of the license. So, reasons for violation of traffic laws. Reasons. Number 1, physical disabilities or infirmities. Okay? Reasons to ha. Number 2, ignorance of traffic. Number 3, lack of training and experience. Yun yung mga taong tinuruan lang ng kung sino-sino na yung nagturo din, wala rin namang alam. Kaya ikaw, dahil wala rin namang sufficient or enough yung naturo sa'yo, so limited yung iyong idea. Wrong attitude towards driving. So yung mga taong nagda-drive na mas pinapairal yung emosyon, okay, yung mga nakikipag-away. PUV drivers for increased compensation. Okay? Naghahabol ng pera. So, minsan, sige-sige lang. Okay? Wala na silang, hindi na nila iniisip yung kapakanan ng ibang users ng kalsada, basta makakuha lang sila ng maraming pasahero para mas malaki yung kanilang compensation. Drivers' apathy towards signs, signals, and markings. Okay? Influential person violate the law because they might feel exempted from punishment. So, ito kadalasang nagva-violate dito is yung mga artista or di kaya yung mga local officials or sino man na tingin nila ay pag nagpakilala sila, they're exempted from the penalty. Considerations that act as deterrents to motorists and pedestrians. Okay, deterrence. Fear of fine or punishment. Okay, yung multa. Loss of driving privilege. Possibility of being involved in an accident, positive area of good citizenship, doing what is right, and setting an example. So, ito yung mga kadalasang reasons bakit yung iba ayaw mag-drive. Takot magmulta, takot mag-penalty, takot mawala ng driving privilege kapag hindi nila inayos yung kanilang performance or yung kanilang behavior in terms of driving. Possibility of being involved, yung mga nai-involve sa aksidente, it could be by negligence, accident. Positive area of good citizenship, doing what is wrong and setting as an example. So, marami rin namang mga nagpa-viral ng mga drivers who are in good behavior na kino-commend ng karamihan. Okay, kind of enforcement action. So, number 1, traffic arrest, traffic citation. So, ito po yung mga possible sanctions na pwedeng makuha ng isang tao. So, consist of taking a person into custody for a purpose of holding or detaining him to answer a charge of law violation before a court. So, pwede silang arestuhin. Citation naman, pwede silang tikitan. Okay? The uses of TCT, TOP, TVR, these are official documents designed for serve as a receipt for the confiscation of vehicle or driver's license or the ORCR. So, dapat, bago nyo i-surrender yung mga papel ninyo, meron kayong proof as received copy na yung inyong mga documents ay nasa tamang or nasa mga law enforcer para meron kayong proof na yung inyong documents ay nasa kanila at the same time parang yun yung received copy. Temporary permit to operate motor vehicle for 72 hours without extension from the time of confiscation or apprehension in case of TVR in Manila. it is 7 days. So, kung sa Manila ka na apprehend, tapos kinonfiscate yung ORCR or license, you're given 7 days to travel. Okay? Pero kung dito lang sa you have 72 hours. An official form of judicial or administrative citation to facilitate action on the case for which it is issued. A record for disposing a case cited therein either administratively or judicially. So, yung mga tao na lumalabag porket walang nakikitang law enforcer. So, take note, meron tayong tinatawag na detection or apprehension. A receipt for release for the confiscated items after the adjudication and termination of the case. So, ano yung mga examples ng tickets na pwedeng makuha? O ano itsura? So, we have here the examples of different tickets coming from different agencies. Ito from Quezon City, ito ay from LTO, ito naman ay from Traffic Enforcement Agency of Mandaue. So in every city or municipality, meron kanya-kanyang traffic sector or organization that is responsible in the flow of traffic in terms of if it's heavy, meron bang mga congestions, and etc. So kung dyan sa inyo, you have the opportunity to check or di kaya yung ibang kaklase ninyo baka meron ng naka-experience na natikitan kasi driving without helmet or di kaya driving without pertinent documents. Okay? So those are the examples of citation or the traffic arrest citation and the ticketing system. So sino-sino yung mga yon? Okay?